All right, hello and good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back. I know yesterday was kind of a struggle for me because I had some issues last week with serious lags, like a 30 to 40-second lag, and I was not happy with that lag. And so yesterday I did a little bit of investigating and exploratory, almost like surgery into different programs to see if we can get my streaming lag way down. And I did get it to about a 3 to 5 seconds difference, but not exactly where I want it. I want it to be at 1 second, but I'm gonna keep working on it and go from there. But today I'm going to be working on the front end of the Airship. I'm very excited to try and finish this up today. I also have some upcoming news for games that I recently got. Let me see. One of them is, and I just want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. One of them is the V Rising game. So the new game that came out, the vampire game. I'm really actually excited to play that. I might do that here at the end of the stream, but I've never played it before. I might want to load it up and play it this evening just to get it set up and then go from there. I don't know yet. And then another game that was recommended to me is Beam NG Drive. Beam NG Drive. Somebody, Brody, I'll give you a shout out, gave me a tip to try and check this game out and see how it is. So I want to check that game out as well. It's a car game, and it's pretty much building your own car and then testing the engine and then going out and driving it. So we'll see. I'm very excited about both games right now, and I'm very excited to get this Airship front end complete as well. So we are going to go ahead and jump in today. And if you are out there, let me know. Say hello. Hit me up on Discord. And we are going to rock and roll. So I did get a little bit. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and go over some of the parts of the Airship really quick. So I was running into the issue of these wooden pieces, and we'll go ahead and see these. Here we go. So this wood beam right here. There we go. The same one that's right there. I was having a lot of difficulty with these the other day because I ran into the max count. Apparently there's a max count on this game. One of the reasons I was really frustrated, and I was really tempted to just up and quit. I got so mad at the game. About as mad as I got when my lag hit like 40 seconds. I was pissed. Let's be honest. So I hit the max count on these, and I was like, well, I'm not even close to being finished on this thing. I'm not even close to being finished on the ship that's on the other side of the wall over here. Super upset. Well, I decided to go ahead and start interchanging like every other, and it really made it kind of come out pretty cool. The concrete slabs and the wood slabs. So it ended up being like a really nice change, so it doesn't look like straight wood. So I can appreciate that, but it's going to be frustrating if I run into that max count again. So we'll see. I'm not for sure. I'm going to go ahead and continue using the every other just so I hopefully don't run into that issue again. But we'll see. And then, hopefully you don't just like walk off the edge like I just did. So, yep. Walked straight off that edge. Didn't even realize what I was doing. So big changes. Here we go. Really quick before we go ahead and jump into that front end. So back here, I did want to get some kind of, and after I made it, it kind of reminded me of like a really expensive yacht. But this is the landing runway for the dragons. So they come in the back, right? I've got my lights out here to kind of direct them in. And then they go in, boom, land. And then I'm going to have like spaces for them on the sides here, down, going down. So that way they can just kind of hang out in the bay and the flight deck until they are ready to deploy, in which they will launch out the front. So they're going to fly straight out this front end here. This is going to be open, and it'll be nice and big opening so that the Dragon's wings can go ahead and just open up and go. Going down, so we have the drop deck and the engine room. That's I had the floors for them, but I didn't have the actual ideas floated around quite of how I'm going to do it. So this is going to be an open area, just like a drop deck. Soldiers can just straight drop right out. Now I just dropped out and I'm going back in, but that's how they're going to do it. So it's just like a drop ship. It's going to be open bay down here. This will be enclosed up here, coming from the hull, the V-hull coming down. But then this will be open so that soldiers can do dropouts. Now here is the engine room. So I'm going to have, I floated with the idea of 3 propellers and 4 props back here. I don't know which one I'm going to do it just yet, but I think I'm going to have one giant one right here with like 2 or maybe 3 blades in a row. So they'll be right in that area right there. These 2 or 3 bladed props, a big one back here. And then if you look off to the sides, you'll see I already have, let's rotate the camera here. I've already got one of the props over there. And I'm going to, there we go. One of the props is being built in progress. So that one's going to be there. I'm going to put one right here. I'm not sure if I want to make these double yet or keep them singles. I'm not for sure yet. That's still an idea that I'm floating around. This will obviously, this engine room area is obviously going to all be enclosed as well, but the drop ship area that I am going to go over to really quick again here. This dropship area, just the part where they drop out is going to be open. All right. Let's see. So we're going to go back up. I wasn't sure. I tried to float around the idea with the logs as well. I'll show you that real quick. For the walls for the actual hangar, but I don't know yet. I still am kind of up in the air, and that's okay because sometimes that's how my best ideas come to me. So as you can see, I spent a lot of time yesterday offline as well. You'll notice that there's a lot more concrete beams around. And there we go. You can see them off to the side. All those I had to change out. It was a real pain. It took me several hours, and it was not a fun process. But I made it so that I could get more of the wood pieces up to the front for the bow. The gun deck is still going to be the same here. I think here in the middle area, I'm going to go ahead and do like a combat information center. Kind of like what's up by the pilot house, but a little bit more in depth, and maybe like a briefing room for the Dragon Riders. And then up forward a little bit more, I'm thinking about doing like a berthing maybe. I did move the, we'll go upstairs here in a sec. I did move the dining hall upstairs. We'll go check that out real quick. Moving up, here we go. All right, so we're gonna go in, and this was a room. I made it a dining room, so I didn't want to put the dining room downstairs, and I wanted everybody to be able to eat and look outside. And then across the way, that used to also be another room. I'm going to go ahead and just turn that into a like crew lounge. Now, if we keep going upstairs, let's go upstairs. Here we go. The two sides, I've kind of added a sloped to the side there. How's that dragon flying? Hold on, there's going to be this dragon that comes into view here in a second, and there's no rider. It's just flying by itself. I didn't know the game could do that. Is that possible? Is that like a random dragon, or is somebody actually flying that and it's just glitched? I don't know what just happened there. I want to go catch it though. Oh, I can't let my ADD get the best of me when it comes to that. What is it? Oh, that's for the stove for downstairs for the kitchen. I just realized that there's a pipe over there. I was curious. Yep. Completely forgot what that was. So this is just going to be storage and like an uptake space, and then it's going to be the exact same thing on the other side. We'll go over there real quick, but I just haven't gotten the roof or the walls put up, but there we go. If we keep going upstairs, I changed this around a little bit. I kind of moved the floors, you'll see. There we go. There we go. And we're going to go to the back. Here, move it on back. And so this is now a executive suite. There we go. A weapons deck is going to be up above. So the weapons deck is going to be, there's going to be a lot of slope. There's not going to be a lot of deck space up here, but I am going to have weapons mounts up here. I'm going to try and make them not the cannons either. And I might put a couple cannons up here, but for the most part, I wanted it to be like small arms and anti-air, because as you can see, we're getting close to where the if we go over here, and then we turn around, you'll see the prop. There we go. Props are going to be getting close. So I want to keep the anti-air kind of limited and small calibers. And then the back area, which I haven't fully, I started to decorate this, but I don't like it. This is going to be the air traffic control. So this is what is designed to be is a giant glass dome, this half dome back here, so that they can see which dragons are coming in and which dragons are flying in the rear. There we go. But I'm really not too keen on these right now. I don't like it. I don't like how it's set up. I'm going to change it. There we go. But this is just a giant half dome back here. And then you've got executive suites. There's going to be a wall in between these. And I'll show you. I went to the wrong side because the wall's gone. So let's go over to the other side. There we go. And you can kind of see that there's a wall in between the cabins. And then obviously the executive suite is the one that's at the end of the hall. And for right now, that's it. I think. I don't think I missed anything yet. I think this is going to be the toughest part right here with all this open area, because it's very, very large. I might actually... depending on what I want to do. I don't know yet. Depends on how big the flight deck's really going to be. Flight deck's really kind of throwing a wrench into things. Hello. Okay. Because I don't know how... It's just so wide up on this gun deck that it's a little frustrating. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get it. So, for right now, I am going to continue on and try and build this front end. So this front end, if I can stay up without falling and dying. There we go. Or there we go. All right. So front end, again, very large and majestic. It's going to come down, as you can see, off to the side here. I'm thinking about just keep going straight down with that and then back over to the flight deck area. I'm floating a lot of ideas in my brain right now about where I want to go with that, but we're going to see, because I don't know. Either way, it's got to be every other, so I have to change that out. Fun, yet frustrating at the same time. So let's jump on into it and get to work now that we've gone over everything. And I've got a couple other ideas, but we are going to start on this front end. I'm going to take care of this big area up here first. So we're going to start putting, I'm going to have to take all those, oh, see, there we go, that max count. I hate that. I hate that word. Sometimes it gives it to me, and sometimes I can keep it away. Sometimes I can't. Come on. It's a little bit frustrating up here right now, trying to get these pieces, because they want to stick just wherever they want. And I'm trying to get them all a specific way, so that way it looks nice. But it's been a real pain for me lately. And I have to blame the wood beams, which have also been a pain for me with this max count. It doesn't help that my ship, which is off to the side over there, really took up a lot of wood usage, depending on how you want to say it. Oh my goodness. It's like Clawhauser off Zootopia. OM goodness, this is frustrating. Because I can't get these pieces to stick where I want them to go. Oh, maybe I just had to move up closer. Guess that worked. There we go. Now we're making progress. So I can finally get some of this done. So it's driving me bonkers. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been procrastinating this. And since I did download Minecraft yesterday, I've been really having a lot of ideas about huge cities, grand city ideas, and I'm thinking about the time it's going to take to build what I want to build, and it's not exactly a quick process. I'm looking at, like, I don't know, like if I was to do it on a daily basis of what I want to do in Minecraft, I mean 3 to 5 months of this build it would take me. It's just it's a massive undertaking. Massive. I mean, this right here I've been working on. I started this build in March, I want to say. So this build in March, and it was great. I had an awesome time building it, and then I decided I was going to change everything around in it. And that's where it got crazy, because I was like, oh, I have a grand idea. Oh, and then I have another grand idea, and then another grand idea. And next thing you know, all these grand ideas led me to completely dismantle my entire first castle. And once I dismantled my entire first castle, I was like, oh, let's build a palace. So I built a palace. And then halfway through my palace, I decided, well, I don't like the way that looks anymore. So I'm going to dismantle that palace, or at least part of it. So I have been dismantling and putting back together bits and pieces. The ship, however, is the one thing that I have not dismantled. I have not dismantled the ship. that I have taken very much pride in keeping the way it is, and I'm not going to dismantle this airship as well. I'm taking a lot of pride. I have changed around small things in here, but I have not dismantled. I do have to move my scaffolding down, though, it looks like. So let's move that. So that's going to become frustrating. I can't get up there. Just so I can get up here. And we can try and put this stone back in the way it's supposed to. Let's give it a whirl. Let's get that. I think I'm going to need to add more scaffolding because I have a tendency to fall. Okay, let's try this again without falling, hopefully. Come on. Get in position. Ugh, so close, yet so far. All right, I got one. And that's about all I got. I got one and no more. Because it wants to fight. So from now on, I'm going to go from top to bottom. I think the biggest reason that I was having an issue right here was because I initially had this all wood, and then I had to change it, so that's why it's becoming a frustration, or a source of frustration. It is super laggy. That might be, if you're watching, that might be because of me. I'm sorry. Like, I keep adding and adding and adding. There's just so much that I keep adding to this build, and it's getting to the point where it's like, oh! Then I fall. Go figure. I'm trying so hard to get this, and it's just not working with me today. The good thing is I do have some coffee. Yes. Delicious coffee to keep me going. I'm gonna need a whole lot of. I'm gonna need a whole lot of. Oh, sweet! That fit perfectly. Wow, I don't know how I just got that to work out so well. Maybe it's just saying thank you for all of your hard work, Govna. We will bless you with an easy piece. Oh, you know, I need to ask everybody, if you're watching, right, and you're in the game chat, which I know some of you are, I believe. If you're watching, I need to figure out how to make the stairs that are like circle going up. Like you would see at a library, like a really old library type stairs. If anybody has those, like hit me up, because I've seen them a couple times and I forgot how to make them. So I'm definitely looking to look at somebody's example so I can figure it out. Da. I think blue might have some. I can't remember though. They're for the pilot house. And I'll say I want to put 2 staircases right here. So you can still get outside. But one that's like, I mean, they're really, really going circle, circle, circle like that. Here we go. Well, I see my delay is back, obviously. But little circles right there. And I need to know how to do them again. I saw it one time, and I was like, wow, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. Except I didn't look hard enough and take a mental picture. And now I'm like, shoot. Now I need to make those. All right. No! Hate it when it does that. Stop it. Oof. Max count is like the most feared word for me now. I'm like deathly afraid of max count. Like, you're totally gonna ruin my airship and ship. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish, honestly, the bottom of my ship over there. I may have to just take it and I don't know, like, not finish it. I think I'm gonna run into too many max counts, to be honest, and that sucks. But you know, if it happens, it happens. Nothing I could really do about it. All right, is that the piece, and is that where I need it? Let's check. There we go. I know for a fact that not all of these pieces are going to stay in this spot, because eventually I'm going to make a giant opening here in the front. Here we go. So we're going to make a giant opening in this front end, and I think what I'm going to have to do is kind of like stagger the opening. So like maybe bringing it back with like a couple pieces, and then kind of like, if you follow my mouse here, I'll show you. Follow my mouse, we're going down kind of like an angle, almost like a shark's open mouth. And then at the bottom here, just keeping it open. Maybe like start there, and we'll start up at the very top where this curve is, and we'll just go down. That might work. Oh, I need to add spots that are going to be cement though. So let's do that first. Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and put our cement pillars in the right spot so I know what to do. Because I will forget. I will totally forget. Even though I know that I'm going to delete these. That's okay. I just want to get them in place. Then once they're in place, I'll go put the back pieces on so I don't accidentally delete the first one I've put in place. So I've done that many times, and it's terrible because then you got to go ahead and redo it. It's not a fun time. Let me get this going all the way back down. And I want to see how far this goes out, because I think I'm more concerned about the other side coming down and running into the side of the lighthouse. I think that's I think that's my main concern right now. I think it's going to come out too far. I might have to bring it down some and then kind of do like if I did a straight down. I wonder how that would look. Let's try it. Let's see what we can get. Because I know they're going to have to go out the mouth right there. So I think we'll try this. And we'll see how far I bring it down. All right, here we go. Getting these pieces put in place. And I think it's going to be too far. I might have to do a here we go. Let's try and get, I don't know if that's, oh, when I fell, you're going to see that here in a second. Was not happy about that. I promise you all, I really do try and prep for the lag. I'm actually watching my stream off to the side as well. I do a little gazing over to see where it is to make sure that when I speak, that way I can anticipate my lag and you all get to hear exactly where I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't exactly get it right, but I try and get it as best as possible. I mean, at least my mic is on today. Normally I'm like sitting here jabbing away and all of a sudden I'll notice and be like, oh, or somebody's like, we can't hear you. And I'm like, oh, my bad, rookie mistake, mic's off. Whoops. Sorry. I've done that many times in the past. I'm just like, super bust. All right. So I think sometimes I have to get rid of all my scaffolding just to like make sure it doesn't look dumb. Because I don't want it to look dumb. I take a lot of pride in my work. And especially when it comes to building things like this. So let's get rid of all this scaffolding really quick so that I can see what it's going to look like. I almost kind of, I don't think it'll look too bad, to be honest. Especially if I'm doing like a V down and then it's just going to stop kind of. It'll come over and stop. I could do like almost like bring this out and make it kind of look like a pontoon, like it's gliding through the air. You could do that. That would work. That might look pretty cool. Let me throw some more stone scaffolding up here real quick so I don't fall. I keep having that falling problem today. So we're going to go ahead and just throw some more. Oh, I think that's like right on it. I don't even think, yeah, I don't even need to go down any further with that one. We're going to just put up some more. I got enough stone that I don't really care. And if I'm going to be walking around, I don't want to like die. Even though it's like cool to regenerate. But takes away time from the build. So get this going. And I finally figured out how to ban random bots, which seem to always roll up into my chat room. Finally got those taken care of. That was mildly frustrating to see like 20 freaking different bots in my chat. I'm like, what What are these things doing? Like, this is stupid. These bots are dumb. Get out of my chat room. Okay. Let's see. So we're going to continue this to go down. Hopefully it'll do a nice and easy right there. If not, we'll have to adjust a little bit. It might just there and then straight down so that I don't run into an issue on the other side. And then we'll eventually start our way back in. I think that I might keep it going down a little bit more beyond this stone flooring. I'm not sure yet. Looks like I'm going to keep it going down a little bit more. But for now, I need to get up a little bit higher, so I can start putting these smaller stone pieces in. Oh, I need to change out the wood ones with stone too. Now that I've made that giant drastic change. Thank you, max build count. So I've still got the wood ones in place of where I put stone. So let's throw, there we go. That should be plenty of height to go ahead and change these out. Get rid of these. Those are okay. Get rid of that one, that one, that one, and that one. Get rid of all these that are on the stone. And once I get rid of all these, I'll be able to start making that down slope. I'm hoping that it's frustrating that the single pieces are different colored. They're just like super off. Like, why couldn't you just make them the same color? Because it's going to really screw my bow up. Color wise. I mean, maybe it'll look cool. I don't know. Let's see. Get this all taken care of. Get this bow done today, hopefully. I'm thinking like maybe another hour or two working on this bow. We'll get it done. I'm telling you, I really think this is like the most like procrastinating I've ever done is on this bow, because I've just been like thinking and like, oh, I don't want to do it. I do want to do it. I don't want to do it. I do want to do it. I don't want to do it. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Oh, I got a whole bunch right there, but you know, I think we're just going to leave them. I wonder actually if I can get one of the pieces to go halfway. Yes. Totally helps out. And I think that it might, maybe, just two little pieces that I need to add in there. I'm down. I'll do that. And it'll bring it close enough. Good enough. I'm actually going to try and get rid of these. I think I just got rid of the piece. Dag nabbit. I was really hoping I wasn't going to do that. And I did it anyways. Grr. I took all that time to put down wood and extra stone, and I fell. Now I've got to get back up here. Try this all over again. All right. Okay, so let's try and bring this down to a point. Let's see how far we need to go. It's going to be a lot of little dots. A lot of dot pieces coming up. Hopefully not as many as I think. But I think that we're going to have a lot of dots to bring this down to a point. The bad part is trying to see them from the front. It's really difficult to tell. Okay. And we're just going to switch back and forth, back and forth. It's like a Bob Ross painting. Little happy dots, happy dots. I do know that I'm going to have... I can at least put some of these to help myself in the meantime. Happy dots. That is not a happy dot. Come back to that. Oh, shoot. Wrong dots. Wrong dots. Do, do, do. Okay. Let's see if I can get like an actual piece in there. No, come on. Earlier it worked perfect when I was this close. Now it's not working at all. I mean, I love that they fit in sometimes, but super frustrating others. I have to get rid of that piece, obviously. Okay, well, like I said earlier when I started, don't start using pieces immediately. I think at some point I'm going to have to look. Let's see. So I think I'm actually going to have to stop like right there and just leave it open. So I feel like they're going to have to take off. I wish I could make it angled and have this like a ramp facing down a little bit. I mean, I definitely wanted it in the front and open, so that way like there's wind and it hits up under the dragon's wings. There's obviously a point to this so that, you know, it provides the dragon lift and they can just shoot right out. But I feel like this piece, this last piece that I put in, this concrete piece, is gonna be too much. Oh, gosh darn it. Up here is my chandelier normally when I'm not pushed over by Governor. Oh no! Is he's behind me. Oh no. Oh no. Governor's that's the one thing that I wish that the game like recognized where you put in. I'm gonna come over here and see where he is. I know he said he's over here, or the map did. We're gonna take a 5-minute break here real quick. Whose dragon is flying? Who's that? Oh, is Mystic maybe? Yeah, I think that's Mystic. I wonder if that was Mystic earlier. Okay, there's his castle. I wonder if he's got the staircases in there. Let's go check. Because I do not. And I really need to find out that staircase. Whoa, what is going on over here? Check this out. Yeah. Oh, I love these. These are great handrails. Those are beautiful. That's a lot of work is what that is. Holy moly. Oh, that's fun. I do like that. There's a massive chandelier. I am digging it. That took some serious time right there. I'm not even going to lie, folks. That right there probably took a couple hours, if not days, to make with all those angles. That's a beautiful looking chandelier. Beautiful. This is Max's base. I'm still curious how people get so many dragons. I can't do it. I haven't figured out the trick yet. Somebody said there was a trick with like leather and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten it. No idea. Ooh, nice bedroom. I like it. Ooh, nice big fireplace. I like that too. Staying warm. Yeah. I am. And I'm roaming around Max's base. Looking at all Max's angles. I love it. This takes a lot of time, folks. A lot of time. Oh, man, that's a nice bedroom down there, too. These bedrooms are awesome. They have great views. Nice and open. Very spacious. Very, very spacious. I like it. It's not compact. Oh, there we go. Nice little open lounge. This is what's up. E, can I open it? Not allowed. Oh, dragon. Ooh, 5-star. Whew. Let's take a lot of dragons to build up. Ooh, there's some decorations. That takes a while. As you can see on my streams, I've been using those little pieces and they just do not work out sometimes. Let's see. Going this way. This is cool. That's like a glass top. That's awesome. I love that idea. That's kind of like what the idea I was doing with my front end of my airship. Like that looks like a just a glass piece should be right here and you could walk right over it with a cool design in it. I'm digging it. I don't know if that's what he was thinking, but I definitely dig it. Holy moly. Holy dragons. Bone chills. Reminds me of Bone Thugs. Carnival. Wow. Night Terror. Oh, man, that's cool. That's the undead version. Or the dead version. I don't even know. The nightmare version, maybe? I don't even know how. That's cool. Hey, Max. How's it going? Nice to see you. If you're looking at me on YouTube or Twitch, you'll see that I'm just cruising around your base, checking it out. What does that say? The Ghost Walker Lair. All right, let's check it out. Whoa. Lots of dead horses. My poison undead horse. My rotten undead horse. Let's see. My bumblebee undead horse. That's fun. My magenta undead horse. I like that one. That one's got a pretty color to it. Oh, wow. He's got a lot of the singles. Whew. Look at that. Look at that. The stone singles right there. Getting them to go in each other like that. That's a great idea. Where is the fun house? So go into the... No start, no finish. Let's see. Don't forget, like... Where's the fun house? I'm looking for the fun house. I am looking for the fun house. Doom awaits ye whom enter. All right, I've entered. Whoa! How did you get snow? How you doing? I'm great. How are you? This is super cool. What a great idea. This is great. Stop looking at me. I love this. Random wood block. This is hilarious. Block of cheese. Wow. How did you... That is amazing. I don't even know how you did that. That's crazy. What piece of wood is that? I don't even know. But pretty cool. I got to admit. Why, just why? Bubbles. Let's see. Okay, moving along. Another turn. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. What a great song, too. Stubborn till the end. Let's move our sticks and stones. Come on, baby, light my fire. This is hilarious. Sit a spell, don't you wish you could. This is, I have to give Max mad props. This is awesome. Hit a wall. There we go. Hither past these barriers. Oh, what's this? Early Tesla. This is amazing. The fact that it's still going on. Exposed beam from not following plans. Yes. I don't know how many times I've done that. You're just like building and building and building. You're like, where's that beam coming from? This is amazing. Customer complaint. I got none right now. I got none. See our customer relations expert, Helen. Wait. Yes, that is correct. Go to Helen. Wait, go this way. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by. There's time to change. You're still young. Sign overhead. Still moving forward. Oh man, this is incredibly impressive that it's still going. This sign is, well, a sign. Cover me, I'm going in. The next sign up. Photo opportunity, say cheese. So close to leaving in a blaze of glory. Cultural moment, this is art. Say these words of magic. Shazam. Okay, I got one word. Illuminate. And whoa. Whoa. That's a lot of light. The play place and the rock and roll of chairs. Whoa. And then you got this area back here. All right, let's see. Ye gents line starts here. But yeah, I know there are some stairs over here that I don't want to miss. I want to go back and go up them. Let's go back up them. Oh, it's a nice little archery range up here. I see. This is by far the best maze I have ever seen in this game. Pedal soft TP. Yes. Oh, that's great. How did you do this? I got to find out from Max how he did the snow. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. And the flying carpet. Okay, so here we go. This way is here, that way isn't. Life is never what it seems. Welcome to the grand illusion. And then keep on going. Oh, wow. I can't believe this is... Whoa, water! One watery grave. Welcome to your nightmare. Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. Just can't help yourself, can ye? Whoa! Bounce. What just happened? How did that... Where did that even come from? That was crazy. Like, I just transported back into my base. Did I die? Somebody tell me. What just happened? He found the bouncy room. What just happened? Like, all of a sudden, I'm like, doo-doo-doo, right through that door and just, bloop, back to my base. That was wild. Max, if you're watching, I have got to give you mad props on your funhouse because that was 100% amazing. Great job on that. That was awesome. I would have never thought to do something like that. It was, and that you did a very, very, very good job at making that house. That was amazing. And then all of a sudden I just disappeared and I was back in my base. Is it like, I want to know. I want to like go back and go through the whole thing again just to find out what happened. Because I can't figure it out. Like, did I die? Is that what happened? I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. See, that's what I was saying. Like, did I die? Mystic, did I die? I don't know. Like, there's nothing else. I didn't click on a jaunt to get out of there. And there's nothing else that I know of that would do that. I'm like in complete shock and awe right now. I just don't know what happened to me. I really don't. I'm still trying to maybe guess what happened to me. No clue. The chandeliers were amazing, though. I have got to give you props on those bad boys. Those chandeliers were something else. They took a lot of time, a lot of effort into putting those together. I think I'm going to have to get rid of all this stone. I did try and do a chandelier in my palace, and I'm pretty much going to redo my palace anyways, because I don't like how all the stone is kind of like, it doesn't look very pretty. Like my ship looks pretty. My airship is going to look pretty. But my palace doesn't look that pretty. And I don't like that. If I'm going to have like super quality pirate ship / man of war / imperial man of war, whatever you want to call it, then great. But if I'm going to have a super beautiful airship, great. But I'm not going to have two beautiful things and then a crappy product elsewhere. It's not going to happen. I will not settle for it. Okay, let's see. So we're going to get back to work on the old airship front end here. Let's see. We're going to try and get this complete. I don't know what I should do. I think, honestly, I should do cement on the bottom here and get rid of that wood piece there. I know I'm going to run into eventually. I think that might be too far. I'm going to have to go below here too, probably down to the drop deck, maybe actually a little bit further, and we're going to have to get rid of or drop down and put some scaffolding in so that we can get to the bottom and bring that hull back over. Because the hull right now is not gonna, let's see, it's not gonna cut it. We're gonna need to go further down, and I'm getting real close to the edge right here. I didn't think I was actually gonna make it this wide, to be honest. I know, Max, I'm sorry. I put this here a long time ago, and I loved the view, and I think it's a great view, and I think you also thought that it was a great view, and we're never going to be able to get on at the same time. But I did get to get on at the same time and see the super sweet fun house, so that was cool. I think, honestly, I'm going to have to bring, I feel like this side is out too far. Like, this needs to come down just a hair. I think that's the gun deck, and it's going to need to come in a little bit and then come down, almost like a bumper, but it's too far. If I come straight down, it's going to be too much non-used room on my flight deck, because I don't want that much room, to be honest. I want this to be kind of like coming in at a, let's see, where's my cursor? Coming in and just coming down, because that's what I want. And I think it's just going to be too much to have it that far over. It's not going to look good, in my opinion. I need to, however, bring this down some, because I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way so that I can go ahead and put some scaffolding down here. I think that's the perfect spot, so I can go ahead and start bringing this down and in. Shoot, if I can pick what I need. Okay, is that a good spot? I still think I'm going to have to go down a little bit further, but for right now I think this is okay. Because that's the drop deck. I don't know if that's going to work. I might have to bring the drop deck down a little bit more. I forgot there. What do I want to do? So, issue that I'm running into. The drop deck is actually, flight deck is at a perfect height. Bye, Mystic. Take care. But when I brought it down further, it just didn't jive. So let's take this out and put it over, so that way we can see where we need to stop. And it looks like, to be honest, like just one piece coming down. Yep, just that one. So we'll go ahead and get rid of some pieces here. And we're going to do that instead, because that is just too darn short in between the flight deck and the drop deck. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add the cement block to the new portion. It's going to obviously not work with me like normal and frustrate me. So we can see, I'm gonna put some scaffolding up on this other side over here, so that way I can prep for that coming down. But I'm gonna try and finish this first side over here, and I'm gonna have to get rid of some scaffolding over here real quick because we're coming down. So we'll bring this wood out. It's actually getting kind of like close with where my wood pieces need to be. Yeah, see, it's lining up perfectly. But this piece I don't think is going to line up pretty. Yeah, it's not. I didn't think so. Yeah. God, don't you dare give me that max count crap. Oh. Wonder if I can put that wood beam. Let's see if we can get the wood beams behind it and then kind of adjust them as we go. Come on, get on there. So I think I'm gonna have to like do a little bit of deleting, and once so this piece is being frustrating. I got the piece behind it. I'm trying to get it to go in between. I've gotten it before because I don't want to add all those little pieces. See, it didn't. It's just gonna, I think I'm just gonna have to add them, which really sucks because it's totally completely different colored, but we're just gonna add the little pieces and go all the way out, unfortunately. I think that's one thing this game really could benefit from, is like a painting tool or a painting scheme wheel. I think that would be awesome. I mean, not just like, don't need to go into like, you know, the whole Crayola freaking color wheel, but just like some main different colors, you know, get some blacks, some grays, some whites. That'd be cool, because that would totally change the color of my entire airship. She definitely wouldn't be all wood. That's for sure. I think that would be really cool if they had a color wheel. Let's see if we can add a little beam. I don't know why I did that. I added the little beam and then added it where I wasn't supposed to. But we're going to just keep powering forward. So I'm getting closer to being done with this monstrous front end. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it, and it did. I had to get rid of that little piece that I put in there. There we go. Come on. That's why I say, like, Max's build over there, when it had, look at all those chandeliers and all those little pieces. I mean, golly. Like, this is tedious work trying to put these, and I'm putting them on, like, just straight. Like, mine is nice and easy. His was, like, different angles and all kinds of craziness. Like, that takes a lot of work. That is not something that's just done in 5 minutes. Like, you add a piece, then you add another piece, and you don't like it, and you're like, man, it's off, and I got to redo it. Like, that just takes forever. So, like, let's you know, like, give it up for people who can work with the little blocks. And Max, you definitely can work with the little blocks. My working with little blocks is trivial compared to yours. Okay. Now let's try and get this whole thing to go back to where I want it. Why is this? Why can I not line? Come on. Thanks, Mystic. Am I making the whole game lag? Do I need to go to a private server? I feel bad if I'm making it because there's just so much crap I've built. Oh, that's why it's off. I hope I'm not making everybody else's game lag. Okay, I actually might. So I have the different color wood to kind of denote where the runway is. Okay, the game could be lagging because you have several big builders on right now. Yeah, I will definitely take the hit for that. I should probably go to a private server. I just feel bad because I want everybody to be able to hang out and enjoy this as much as I do. But I know that it does. It definitely makes the game laggy. Let me get rid of some of these so I can... Did I put that piece in backwards? I think I did. Just notice that. Which would make sense as to why it was not going in correctly. Super frustrating. Yeah, I don't know if the game is laggy because of me or if it's because of the game itself. I'm not for sure, but if it's me, Yeah, see, always switch to privates. That's what I'm thinking I might have to do. So this piece, oh, is it above it? Oh no, they're not lining up. How far off is it? Is it by a whole piece? Oh, it is by a whole, it's almost by a whole piece, I think. Let me check. Be able to tell if I put a wood beam down and it goes through. It kind of goes through. So that means that my flight deck and this piece is not going to line up unless I do this. I'm going to put it this way, we're stress testing the game's graphics today. No kidding. 100% agree. Stress test. Let's see how much you can handle, game. Oh no! I did it again. I tried to put a block in and went straight over the edge. It's like a common theme for me. I do it at the house too. I run into walls all day long. Not intentionally. Just because I think I'm uncoordinated. Okay, let's see if this works out any better. Get it on the bottom one. And then we'll try and... It might actually work out perfect. Because if it goes just under my runway for dragon takeoff. We'll see. Oh, it does. That's kind of perfect. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, you'll see here. There it goes. It's just like one little lip, which is like perfect. And then I just need to make sure that my wood comes all the way over. Because then I'm actually going to put a piece over here, but just to get that final piece going out. Let's see. So, dragon. I'm probably going to have to go get my dragon and bring it in here. Blue, take it easy. I'm actually getting ready to go get my lunch too. I'm probably going to take like a 10-minute break. But I want to try and bring in the hull. So let's go down below here and try and bring it in. Bring it in for the real thing. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Again, I am going to stagger the concrete and the wood, but for the moment, if I can just get the pieces in place, then I can change them out. And since I think what I'm going to do, since it's the bottom, I did a... Let's see. I think we're going to cut it over once I get to, no matter where I get, when I get to even with this bottom deck plate, we're just going to crunch it over. Because I still have to do that whole side coming down, which is going to take a lot of resources. 1 and 2, I don't want to run into that max count. Let's see. Building going down. I don't actually know when to come over. So let's throw a random piece in there and see. So I think I already went too far. Yep, sure did. Okay. So those two pieces right there. And we'll get rid of these. So we know now for a fact that that is the bottom right there. And then let's see. I think I'll probably do not that one. Yeah, get rid of that. I'm not going to have this there anymore. Because even if I needed it, it's not going to matter because I'm going to bounce it off whatever's down here if I need to come to a point again. Which I think I will anyways. And then I'll probably bring it up just a little bit, but I'm not going to come all the way up. I'm definitely going to bring it up maybe about halfway. But I'm not going to come up. There's going to be a little bit of a gap right there, and it's just going to drop and then come forward. And the best example that I can give you off that of is anybody has seen a Japanese World War II aircraft carrier, you would see that they come over the front end, and then they have like a giant gap in there between the hull and the top of that flight deck, and they've just got some stanchions in there. That would be the perfect example of what I'm trying to do right there, because I want the flight deck to just come barely out and then do kind of like it's obviously going to be a sloped drop off, but a very slight slope, not very far. Okay, so for now, I am going to take a 10 to 15 minute break. I'm going to grab something to eat really quick, and then I'm coming right back. I will see you all here in like 10 to 15 minutes.